It's a load. I think this. Sachiro worried. Walks towards the house. He managed to break in silently through the unlocked window. This feels so unreal. We're like a ghost or something. We're seeing what really happened with Sachiro. We might be at the end. I don't know. Once inside, Sachiro tries to find the stairs, but decides to go to the kitchen first. He looks frantically and begins opening the cupboards and drawers. He finds the knife drawer and pulls at the largest one. Now armed, he races upstairs to the bedroom. Opening the door, slowly he peeks inside and sees the couple sleeping soundly in their bed. Holding the knife tightly, he goes to them, stares them down with worried eyes. Sachiro isn't gonna do what I think. I'm sorry. I cover my eyes when Sachiro lowered the blade. The scene goes quiet, no one screams, nothing seems to happen. I open my eyes and see Sachiro pulling a knife from the man's stomach. The attack left no wound or blood. Black smoke rises from the spot he stabbed. The smoke slowly forms a dark mass floating above the sleeping couple. Sachiro wipes his forehead and drops the knife. Feel exactly like that Shinigami said. It worked! Yeah? That's totally not fun. Why don't you spare them from suffering a future position? Let me show you how this actually works. Oh wait. The next Sachiro drops, starts floating, moving towards the shadow above the sleeping couple. Sachiro holds his breath while staring at the scene. I don't know. He runs from the room and falls down the stairs. His tumble wakes up the couple. What is going on? Sweetie, did you hear this noise? How's that knife? The room is filled with screams. Sachiro at the bottom of the stairs, in pain from the fall, passes out. After minutes tick, Sachiro regains consciousness. Woo! He looks around terrified, shakily stands up. What happened? Oh no, the couple! He slowly goes upstairs to the bedroom. No, it can't be. I don't remember doing anything like that. There's guys' neighbors. Oh no. She thinks I killed him. Right. There's no shadows. There were shadows. Where did they go? I shouldn't have let them roam free. He stumbled back downstairs and runs out of the house. Yeah, it's this way. I can't believe they're calling us in the middle of the night. Stop complaining, it's our job. I hope this is an easy job. Tomorrow my wife wants to go on a holiday with me. All you think about is slacking off from work. The people pass by while Sachiro hides in an alley. They didn't roast me, right? His expression, mixture of dread and relief as he returns to my house. Did you hear that scream? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, never mind then. Once he returns to his room, he cries silently until he falls asleep. Now I know the truth. I feel more sorry for him. The following murders are just as I expected. Sachiro tries to purify people, but only a few of them mysteriously die after. I do not know what happened with the cases before he moved in. Furthermore, I am sure more things happened beyond Sachiro's reach. It's painful to see Sachiro so helpless for the people he cannot save. One night I see two possessed bodies fighting in the alleyway. One of them has his mouth wide open. Is he trying to bite? The moment he sinks his teeth into another woman's flesh and rips out a chunk. What the heck? He continues to bite and tear the woman apart. I avert my eyes as I cannot do anything. Sachiro approaches with a tiny branch in his hand, his legs shaking. Evil spirit, I'm going to release you from this villager. Both stare right through him as he speaks, then like marionette, they move in his direction. I hope you can rest in peace. Clutching the mage shift weapon, he runs towards them. He successfully banished both the spirit. Still shaking, Sachiro glances at the corpses. How many possessed by evil? I don't understand why I can do this. Only I can do this. A bit wobbly, Sachiro leaves the scene. The corpses have no wound from being stabbed. Sachiro takes a makeshift weapon with him, leaving the investigators without anything to go on. Sachiro was a guardian, so even though significantly weaker, he can still see and purge evil spirit. All this time he knew more than he told me. My visions turn black. Once again I feel like I'm endlessly falling. We're back! I open my eyes. The bright light almost blinds me. The same. Day 25, holy shit. I'm back in my room. It all felt like a dream. My hands clutch the blanket as I regain control over my sore body. It takes a short while before my head processes the dream. Oh shit. So did what he could. I'm gonna save this to this. Sachiro did what he could. The results might have ended up the same with different choices. I feel someone hold my hand. I shift my eyes to Sachiro, who's resting on my bed. I realize his appearance has changed. My roommates woke him up as he slowly raises his head and rubs his eyes. His sharp eyes lock into mine. I almost lose my breath. I never expected him like this again. His expression softened as he reached out and moves a strand away from my eyes. His lips form a smile. This is me. Yes, it's me, Sky. You look different. Are we in the future? I regained my memories. And the spell was broken. This is how I normally look. What happened to me? We were in the temple, and a few days ago you fainted. I carried you home. You did what? I was worried. So Kachi and I took turns looking after you. Both of you? cut my cheeks, feeling embarrassed. I did not know I'd been out for so long. While you were unconscious, I had a dream about my past. For some reason, you were there. Even though we spent a short time together, you left a deep impression on me. Sorry for rambling, it's just a weird dream. No, I don't think it was. I was unconscious. I had a dream about your past, too. I think I actually saw your memories and somehow even merged into them. I tell Sachiro when I saw it, and he agrees with every single detail. He is surprised at the accuracy. As we wrap things up, I remember I had more questions. By the way, where's Kachi? It's all good between us now. Don't worry. So you remember your whole past? Even your life as the guardian? Yeah. And even though I have some of my old powers, I am human now. I regret many of my choices. I can't believe I let down the people for my own selfish wish. Despite my attempts to reassure him, he still looks disheartened. I tried to cheer him up a little by wrapping my arms around him. Don't be sad. No matter what, I will support you. I know you're a kind person. You're a kind person. I felt the tension leave his body as he hugs me back. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier. Thank you for staying by my side. My guardian! The following days I spent my time resting. Sachiro has been going out with Kachi at night together while they successfully caught a few evil spirits. What about the people, like your friends, knowing that you're not there? After I feel better, I decided to tag along. I'll be like, where's Scott? She hasn't been around. Why do you have to tag along every day? You wouldn't be able to track any spirits if I wasn't with you. Hey, you would be helpless without me. I still can't get over why you chose to live this life. That's not for you to judge. Sachiro averts his eyes and walks ahead. You guardian, at least do something for these people. I'm not the caretaker of this village. Plus my abilities aren't suited for this. You have been able to purify the body, so what do you struggle with? Kachi scratches his head and thinks how to explain. This is a weird comparison, but imagine instead of a spoon, you use a fork to scoop up soup. It's only certain possible to do so, but a spoon is more practicability, right? I don't know how long I can keep this up. Besides, I'm only remaining here until my job is done. You guys have to take care of yourself after that. In reply, Sachiro grabs Kachi's devilish tail and pulls it roughly. Kachi yelps and calls his sis, ready to throw it at Sachiro. I quickly dive between the two and prevent them from torturing each other. This is why I tagged along. Be nice to each other, okay? Okay. I glared at them both until they finally cooled down. And here I thought we were doing good, old friends. He's an idiot. He is stupid. I cannot imagine how they treated each other in the previous night, but I guess the closer people are, the rougher they treat each other. I walk between them and pat their backs to brighten the mood. It does not take long before we encounter our first target. I sense someone here. Come in. Quick, hide in this alley. followed Sachiro to find a spot to hide. We hold our breath in anticipation of what is coming. Chain. I didn't think a possessed person is nearby. I cannot see anything unusual, so I focus on the footstep as they echo through the street. They sound gentle, almost cautious. I'm curious about this one, so I'll notice it in Q-area. We wait until the right moment to get out of our hiding spot, even though we try to approach carefully. He noticed us. Oh shit! It's this dude. A dark-haired guy stands at the, it's General. A dark-haired guy stands on the side of the street, startled to see us. He slowly steps back. I remember his face. He was the one that we encountered the night at the school. Excuse me. Kachi immediately pulls out of sight and points it at the guy. Wait, Kachi, he's a student from our school. Could you explain? Okay. Could you explain what's going on? We're after some suspect. Coincidence encountered you. I block Kachi's way with my arms and nudge Sachiro. Like Kachi, he has his weapon out. I want him to stand down, but he looks like he's unwilling to pledge. Sachiro is as surprised as I am. It must be a misunderstanding. I am not the one you're looking for. Now please excuse me. You aren't going anywhere. Sachiro's predictions are near false. I'm going to... Before you can finish the sentence, Juno turns from us and starts to run. I only wanted to say purify him, but I guess that guy is hiding more. Kachi scratches his head and chases after Juno. The situation happened so fast that Sachiro and I had no chance of catching up. Soon Kachi disappeared out of sight. Thanks for leaving us alone, Kachi. What do we do? Sachiro frowns and holds me closer. Right now we have different concerns. The amount of possessed people are suddenly gathering around us. I do not understand what he's talking about until I inspected the area. I see a bruised hand reaching out from the corner, followed by a person with a broken neck. There's no need to think twice before I grab Sachiro's hand. Together we run opposite directions. If I had known about this, I would have prepared myself and brought a weapon with me. There are two possessed ones ahead. Turn left. I follow Sachiro's command and we keep going. I hope we find Kachi soon. Sachiro, don't you think it's strange that there's so many? I feel like they're ganging up on us. We can't keep running at this rate. Let's go to that temple. I think the barrier still works. Oh dear, we completely ran the opposite direction. The temple is at least 30 minutes away on foot. Are there any options? Every route to home is blocked by them. Any other safe place we can go to? We stop for a moment to take a breath and freeze at the sudden sound of gunshot close by. Shortly after, someone runs towards us. Were you? Royal. Because of the darkness, we only see a silhouette. And once the person passes by the street light, I can see the blonde-haired man in a familiar suit. It takes a second before I realize the uniform is from our school. We hear another gunshot with the bullet pierced through the guy's back, falls to the ground with high impact. I I get the chills imagining how painful it is to fall while running speed. Sachiro wraps his arms around me when he noticed me shaking. The guy slowly crawls up and glances at us. His mysterious golden eyes strikes me. He looks familiar, yet I cannot pinpoint why. While he's distracted, two other gunshots echo through the street. The bullet pierces his shoulder and arms. He groans in response, covering his mouth with his hand. Despite his injury, he forces himself to get up. In some way, it pains me to watch him struggle, but I want to help him, but Sachiro holds me back. My gaze flips between him and the injured person. While being held tightly, Sachiro leans in to whisper into my ear, "Don't, Sky. He's not what he looks to be." And there's blood dripping from the man's leg, so he must have been shot earlier. I saw my school being chased down. It looks normal compared to the possessed one I've seen so far. The man struggles to move forward. He glances at me once again. His lips form a smile, but there's only sadness in his eyes. Sorry. After his last words, a bullet strikes his head. That much blood. Oh shit. My heart stops as his body collapses after the impact. Before I can see the rest, Sachiro pushes me against his chest, turning me away from the scene. Right, Sachiro, don't look, Sky. I feel my hand being squeezed lightly. It takes a moment for me to calm down before I realize what's happening. And the man shows up on the scene carrying two silver handguns. I need to practice my 100-meter shot. Wasted bullet. You too. He knows his eyes and he stares at Sachiro. I get the feeling he will draw his gun, so I speak up and block his view. No, Chain. Sachiro. Well, I don't think he was gonna realize it was him if you just stayed quiet. Seriously? Okay, so let's see. Help me track down the possessed people down. Don't shoot them. His cold eyes shift to me. The silence makes me feel like he's examining me. The second that passes by, the nerve-wracking, but I do not waver. The man turns from me and slowly slides his gun back to his holster. He walks over to the man he has shot, picks up something from the ground. Without further examination, he picks up the body from the floor and throws it over his shoulder. As he walks past us, he speaks in a low voice. "This area is clear. You should go home." As he leaves, I gaze at the place where the man collapsed. The amount of bloodshed stains make it look like a crime scene. Even my classmates could be possessed. What if I ended up like him? Will I get killed brutally like this? Sachiro stands next to me and touches my arm. "Sky, are you okay?" "Yeah, I guess. The event just now was horrifying. I wish you had seen it. Fortunately, that's how some possessed one reached their ends." Tell me more. Tell me if there's anything else bothering you. I'm okay for now. Let's go home. That night, Kachi returns empty-handed. He had lost General. Since that event, there's more police guarding the village during the night. It slows down our job since Kachi cannot use his powers in public. After a few days, an article about a mass murder appears in the news. Investigators discovered multiple body parts in an abandoned place. They have yet to identify the bodies or find trace of what happened. Further details are only based on rumors, so I skipped through those. Another article about 2 missing students. I recognized their photos right away since we ran into them last night. General had dark hair and Royal had blonde. They both had similar features, memorizing golden eyes. Were the brothers escaping from train? I wonder about the story behind them. In another life, you would know. God, there's a visitor for you. I hear Sachiro calling my name and I head to the front door. Oh, Kachi. Well, Kachi, what are you doing here during the day? The library's closed for the holiday, so I decided to pass by and check up on you. I led him to the living room. It's been a while since we have seen him in daylight. His child form still feels odd to me. Let me get some tea. Make yourself comfortable. When I leave them alone, I hopefully they do not argue again. Kachi drops himself on the couch and folds his arms behind his head. I see you found yourself a caretaker. I'd rather you not call her that. Whatever labels you use, it doesn't change the situation. I won't be staying here forever. Have you encountered any hindrance? Not really. Why? Your first days weren't so nice. I'd say, do you remember what happened during our first encounter? Your brother started. Oh God, Kachi, why would you bring that up? That's horrible. Don't bring that trauma. Asshole move. That was past. I didn't understand much of what was going on. Life doesn't contain pleasant surprises. You're lucky you met Sky. I wonder if she stopped supporting you. Like, you still have a reason to live this life. You've become so dependent compared to when you were the guardian. It seems like you got the wrong impression of me, even if I am what's wrong with that. Too much selfishness won't do you any good. You might think I'm weak and pathetic, but you cannot convince me to change my life. As I said, I won't continue relying on her. I can't. Time is ticking, and soon I enter the living room, carrying a plate filled with snacks and tea set. The atmosphere in the room is different than when I left. It looks like I interrupted something. Sachiro's expression looks serious as he sits down with his arm crossed. Kachi, on the other hand, is currently interrogating him. Sorry, didn't mind me. Just keep talking. Never mind, it's nothing. Kachi shrugs. When I looked over at him, he takes the cookie from the plate and enjoys the treat. While we're having a cup of tea, I bring up the events from a few days ago. what happened to General? Can you tell us more detail? Well, I still caught him and tried to purify him, but he escaped by walking up the wall. What the heck? You're a useless Shinigami. I'm not the only one to blame. You two just stood there watching, especially you, Sachiro. That was supposed to be your job. Anyway, that girl is something strange. You should see it yourself. Too bad he is reported missing. You messed up our only opportunity. By the way, you left us alone with hungry corpses that night. We could have been killed. Your fault for not being able to protect yourself. Speak for yourself. Thought Cookie at his face in annoyance. To my surprise, he catches it with his mouth and smirks at me. Duped and determined to meet me. He tries to provoke me further. I feel like throwing the whole play down. Sachiro lets out a small chuckle while watching me. I blush at his reaction and to let it come down. By the way, we encountered Chain that night. He killed Roya right in front of us. It felt so wrong to me. If he was possessed, you could have saved him. Chain, huh? Petri rests his arms and let out a sigh. That guy won't rest until he has killed or captured all of his targets. Even though we have similar goals, I don't think we can possibly work together again. He has his own ways of dealing with things. I don't know how many people are there like Roya, but considering he looked normal compared to the other possessed ones, could there be others hidden in this area? You sound like you want to see every single person in this village. Not everyone, but as much as we can. As you know, my powers are limited. Possession takes time. By the time we are done with one, a few others might have awakened. What do you think, Sachiro? If we had external help? Sachiro rubs his chin in thought. Petri, what is your connection with Chain? We are classmates. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't made a link between my night and date form. If that happens, I might be doomed. You can stay here! That leaves you out. Maybe Sky and I can join forces with them. Right now, we need more information. I'm certain Chain has an overview of the situation. Are you sure about this? I get the feeling he doesn't trust you, Sachiro. Well, it doesn't leave that one option. Doesn't that leave one option? Petri stares at me and smirks. Sachiro looks at my direction and waits for my response. Wait, me? Alright, I'll give it a try. We finished our tea and continued chatting until it gets dark. That night I can hardly sleep. Roya's last moments are still burnt into my mind. I never met him before, but I feel sad during his last moments. I try to forget the bloody scene, but it keeps replaying in my mind. Thanks to Sachiro, I did not see everything. I still blame Chain for giving me trauma. Someone knocks softly at my door. Sachiro opens the door and peeks inside and looks for me. I gesture for him to come in, but he slyly turns away after meeting my gaze. I quickly get from the bed and catches by the sleeve. Wait, Sachiro, were you looking for me? It's nothing. Sorry for disturbing you. A little sigh and release him. You want to talk for a bit? He turns around and looks at me with surprise. I got him into my room. I sit on the bed and pat on the spot next to me. Come here. He hesitates, but was around me. I just wanted to make sure you were still here. I stroked his back and smiled softly. It's alright. I was awake anyway. Does anything trouble you? Sachiro turned to me and looked into my eyes. I felt tension building up, as if he was going to say something serious. I blinked innocently while he remains quiet for a short while. Guy, am I a burden to you? What? Where's this coming from? You have always been supporting me. I'm grateful for that. I feel like there's a gap between us. There's days where it feels hard to talk to you because you're shorter and a lot of things alone. Previously, I've been only watching you because I want to give you space to share with me. The reason why I'm approaching you now is because you're becoming more stressed. I don't want to stay on the sideline. I can take care of myself. I beamed at him, but he's not entirely convinced. Why are you suddenly worrying over me so much? Ooh, there's a thing gonna be happening. It's not suddenly. It's always been. It should be obvious by now, Sky. I like you. A lot. His eyes, they lock onto me. His voice unwavering because of his older form. The words have a different weight. My face slowly warmed up as I looked at him speechlessly. Sachiro's expression softened. I wish we could date Kachi. I don't know why. Like his older form. Often when he noticed how flustered I am. Sorry, I mean he's an asshole, but kind of cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to force you on that. Is there anything you need to get off your chest? Tell me. Stared at me for a few seconds before averting his gaze. Good night, Sky. Dan didn't let me talk. Right after he stands up, I grab his hand and he turns to me, surprised. Stay a bit longer. I'm sorry I couldn't give you an answer right away. There's a lot on my mind now. I want to say I like you a lot. You've been supporting me through many events this past week. Please don't think of yourself as a burden. That your face brightens at my words. Well, that's what's troubling me. To be honest, last night got me scared thinking about what happened to people who are possessed. What if that happens to me? Foretelling! I squeeze his hand lightly as it bites my lip. Finally, I feel his hand on top of my head. He gives me a comforting stroke, leaning closer to me. It's okay. I'm here. What the fuck? Perhaps you can take some time off from investigating. Don't worry. We'll find a solution. But I know how hard you've been working. For now, just rest. Your insurance smile gives me not long after Sachiro tucks me into bed. No, I'll do that myself, dude. I noticed that when he gained his memory, he's been taking care of me more. His presence put me at ease. That's for you, not me. I keep holding his hand until it does off. 4 days later, holy shit. We didn't talk to our peeps. Oh wait, it was holiday. Since it was holiday, I can finally spend more time with him alone. No, what about your friends? Are they gonna look up after you like, hey, oh my god, what's up? We decided to go to the park for a change. Oh, Ikura. Oh, on our way, we bumped into Ikura. She's about to do errands. Oh, hi there. How's this good boy? Sachiro, this is my friend and classmate, Ikura. They exchange a smile upon examining. Ikura raises her eyebrow. Why have I never seen you before? Alas, you just moved here? Speaking of which, you remind me of someone. He moved not too long ago. I'm showing him around the village. Oh, I see. Welcome. Have a fun time here. Ikura shifts her gaze to me and wiggles her eyebrows. I can tell she sees right through me. Would you mind if I hang out with you guys for a moment? What about your errands? That can wait. It's just for my brother. Nothing really urgent. We spend our time in the park chatting on a bench. Victoria is mostly interested in Sachiro since they have never talked. Oh yeah, she never saw him. Now, how long have you two actually known each other? And if I'm not wrong, are you two a couple already? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You have to scream yes to me, baby. I have to tell Leota you finally found the man of your dreams. Our quest to find you, the one has finally come to an end. I put my face in my hand, allowed a heavy sigh. Ikura, you're embarrassing me. Sachiro, don't mind her. Ikura has always been funny like this. All right. Why is it so small? Oh, I could do that. Okay. Oh, right. Make sure not to bore her. She's allergic to boredom. You'll have fun every moment you spend together. He looks over at me with innocent eyes blinking in confusion. What do you think is fun? Hey, that's for you to decide. Take the lead, Tiger. Ikura. Sachiro blushes slightly and chuckles his sadness away. Shortly after, an ice cream stand passes by. Or the truck. The truck. Not stand. The stand cannot move. Why is it called stand? Seriously. Okay. Okay. We each buy a cone. It was sure fun together with Ikura, but she leaves early to finish her errands before dark. Because it had gotten quite late, we head home too. You sure have nice friends around you. Just casual stuff, you know. You have friends too. I do? I mean, Kachi? You seem pretty close. It's hard to define them as friends when I see how you interact with yours. Everyone has their own view. What is important is how you feel about them. Thinking about it, our relationship might be one-sided. He's probably just killing time with me. Hey, you can still have fun with him. I pat his back in an attempt to lift his mood. By the way, Chain still has doubts about you. I can't tell when he'll be after you again. Sachiro bites his lip while thinking. Has he done anything to you before? Back then, I spent a lot of time in the parks. He was watching me but never did anything to me. He creeped me out a lot though. I saw some of his activities at night. It wasn't anything but common. Even without my memories, I had a gut feeling that he would come after me sooner or later. Sachiro's face turns gloomy as he talks about his past with Chain. Even though I had asked the question, I tried to shift his attention. I'm planning to make dumplings again. That's his favorite food. He says it brings back good memories, and he knows he's tired of them. We have not heard anything from Kachi, so tonight we decided to stay home. Right after I go to my room, I hear a strange noise coming from the room next door. Something slams open and shut. I hear Sachiro call for me. Oh no, it seems suspicious, so I get up to check on him. Chain! I softly knock on the door and open it after nobody answers. I notice the bed is a mess and Sachiro's scarf is on the floor. Nothing is out of place, but there's no one in the room. You could have gone out without me. Speaking of noise, I heard. Don't tell me you got kidnapped. Thanks, Sky. It hasn't been a long time. The kidnapper should still be around this area. Quickly, I go outside to check the street, but it's empty. My mind goes to Kachi and Chain. I decided to go to Chain's place. He only lives a street farther to me, so it's easier to find. Why would you do that in your nightgown? Getting in front of this house, I hesitate before ringing the bell. I wait inside, but there's no sound on the other side. I do not have the patience to stay here any longer. What if I break into his house? Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. That's dumb as hell. Before I make my mind, the door opens. Chain stares at the entrance. His expression is darker than I have seen before. He only wears a black tank top and a pair of dark purple shorts. It looks like he just stood up from bed. For some reason, he still wears his gas mask. I wonder why he even wears it at home, because he could probably smell death no matter where. My body is frozen as I look at him. He stares at me unmoving. Silence lingers between us. Sometimes unable, I am too shocked to speak. Come in if you want to talk. Okay. No, we gotta look for Chain. Not Chain, fuck. We know Chain, he's right in front of us. Sachiro. Turns around and decided to follow him. Leading me through a dark hallway, we ended up in a large dark room. I suppose it's his living room, but barely any sign of personality. Chain drops down on the couch. He speaks to me in a casual tone when he comes to his hair. So, what is it? I thought you were home, so I came to check. I'll get straight to the point. Sachiro is missing, and I thought you kidnapped him. I see. I thought you were still after him. I'm sorry for misjudging you. The room is still filled with silence after I apologize. Chain has his eyes closed and the gas mask distorts. His slow breath makes it sound strange. Since he does not reply or move, I question if he fell asleep. I cannot imagine how comfortable it is to sleep like that. Chain? I take a seat opposite of him. My shift to his body, since he's always wearing multiple layers. I could have never guessed he had so much tattoos. It occurred to me that I'd never seen him without that mask. I walked over to him, tempted to look. Don't take it off. I reach out for the gas mask and he suddenly opens my eyes. His eyes and grabs my wrist. In an instant, he gets up and pins me down on the couch. Then he shifts on top of me. I look up at him wide eyes, my heart beating rapidly in my throat. I got fast enough to pin my knees against his stomach, but he does not budge. I I thought you were going home, or are you planning to stay longer? Flustered, I shake my head. He narrows his eyes before releasing me. I did up and rub my wrist, mumbling under my breath. This guy never heard of being gentle. I guess you want my help to find Sachiro? Yeah. Nah. Scratches his head and rests his back against the couch. The fact that I suspected him and now asking him for help is a strange change. Are you out of options, or do you ask help from someone you trust the least? You're an odd fellow. Anyway, I've got your back. I flinched at the answer, surprised. Do you have any leads who might be after him? Yeah, probably Kachi, but oh shit, you fucked up. You fucked up. Jane chuckles lightly at my answer. This morning, that shrimp told me to scrap Sachiro from my list, and now you're telling me it's going after him? Besides, what can a kid like him do? Don't choke on me. You misunderstood what I was trying to say, but it's clear to me that he does not know Kachi's different form. I better not tell him. When we find Sachiro, don't do anything to him. Not sure if I can keep that promise. Please, Jane. He rolls his eyes at me at my plea. In the end, he does not reply. Now that it's settled, you should go home. We'll continue tomorrow. You should be able to survive the night. Jane stands up and moves towards another room. I'm glad he accepted my request. He's dependable after all. I can't do anything right now. I just hope Sachiro can hang on until I get there. So you come? I let myself out and head home. The next day I wake up and I look outside the window to find Jane waiting for me outside my house. I realize that I'm still in my pajamas, so I quickly duck away and change my clothes. Just please be polite. I let him know that I need some time. You're early. I haven't gotten enough rest. Go prepare yourself. I invite him inside and seat him in my living room. While I eat my bread, he sits across the couch and stares at me with cold eyes. It's like he's keeps an eye on my every movement, which is quite uncomfortable. Would you like him? No thanks. I continue nibbling on the bread while avoiding his stare. He waits until I'm finished before he speaks. Tell me more about what happened last night. I lead him to the guest room. I left the scene as it was. I did not touch anything. Jane starts investigation by looking around. While he mutters to himself, I asked if he found anything useful. The kidnapper couldn't have climbed through the window. There's no traces outside. And the locks looks fine too. You know those locked room mystery escape rooms? It's basically that. With that shift to Kachi, he has the ability to teleport into places, though I do not understand why he would take Sachiro. Moving a whole body without being seen is a magic trick on its own. Oh shit. I did hear some noise last night, and Sachiro called my name, but I was too late. It's almost like a magic trick to move a whole body without being seen. Jane picks up something from the floor. It's a strand of blonde hair. Dang, you're sharp. I missed that. That's my job. It's not like I'm a certain person who randomly accuses me without any evidence in the middle of the night. It was a heat in the moment. Does not take long before the train is done. He leaves the room and heads out. I take Sachiro's scarf with me and follow after Chain. It has only been a day, but I'm already missing him. Where are you going, Chain? To the library. Even though I have my doubts, I just want to make sure. It's really early. Doubt he'll be there already. We split up after entering the building. It looks like Chain knows exactly where to look. To my surprise, we encountered Kachi sitting in the corner pile of books beside him. Hey, Shrimp, what are you doing last night? Kachi looks up in reply, slightly annoyed. At home. He closes the book and puts it away, then stands up and brushes the dust off his pants. What's the matter? It's rare for you to look for me without a really urgent reason. Sachiro was kidnapped last night, and I wondered if you knew something about it. Ryo! Oh, Ryo! Roya! Petrie raises his eyebrow and looks stunned. Well, hold on. Are you guys suspecting me of kidnapping him? Petrie turns to me as if he knew of my suggestion. I cannot help but slowly hide behind Chain. I know it's hard to prove, but I was at home. I don't have an alibi, so take it or leave it. And if you found any traces of me at your place, well, I've been there before. Is that true? Yeah. Petrie shrugs and continues reading his book. Chain lets out a sigh and turns to me. So, do you have anyone else under suspicion? The only people I can think of are you two. Unbelievable. You thought an innocent person like me would do such a thing. The sarcasm in his tone is clear, but Chain goes along with him. By the way, I found this feather in Sachiro's room. Do you know something about it? Chain holds a big fluffy feather. Petrie's eyes widen as soon as he sees it. I expected him to say something, but he shakes his head. I don't know. I thought so. If you discover anything, just tell me. Puts the feather back into his pocket and leave. I decided to stay behind with Kachi. Just like before, Kachi continues to read. I get the feeling he knows more than he lets on. I sit beside him and watch silently. What do you want? About earlier, do you have a clue who took Sachiro? Not really. He trails off while he continues to read. Once he's finished, he turns to me again. Sorry to keep you waiting, but this book was more important. There's information that I needed. Anyway, what else do you want to ask me? Back when Chain showed the feather, I thought you might be hiding something. True, but I couldn't say it in Chain's presence. It's an angel's feather. I have seen it before. Long ago, I would never forget it. But what, an angel kidnapped Sachiro? Resuming. I think so, but I don't get why they would interact with humans. The only angel I know so far is Resumi. That name sounds familiar. I think she recently joined my class. Can you contact her? Kachi raises his eyebrows as if I was asking a strange question. Immediately, he shakes his head. I only heard rumors and have talked with her. Besides, have you ever seen a demon and angel keeping a long casualty? Fiction, but that's clear enough then. Anyway, that's not my point. What if she really did kidnap Sachiro? You have more evidence? Besides, do you know anything about her? My gut tells me I'm on the right track. Despite how serious I look, he shakes his head. If I accuse her, it would be the same as declaring war. I won't do that. Sachiro is your friend. Aren't you worried about him? your other pet's abilities, you should obtain more evidence first. Like the strand of your hair in Sachiro's room. Well, I checked up on him for a bit before he disappeared. I was just a bit concerned. Then why did you help him to find him again? That's as far as my warnings go. Even if I'm afraid, I'm not obligated to help out. I leave out a heavy sigh and stand up. I want to apologize for doubting you, but on the other hand, you disappoint me. I didn't know you were that cold. For the first time, his expression is pained, but he still does not change his mind. You might be being bribed or something. With a bitter taste in my mouth, I'll leave the library. Even after gaining important information, I still do not know where to start looking for someone who I never spoke of. I dig in my memory about what Sachiro tells me. I remember the child period he mentioned. Could it be that his time has ended and she came to get him back? If that's the case, Sachiro should have known and told me about it. I changed my mind and go to the old temple. I found diaries back then. Perhaps there's more. I wandered through the temple. It looks about the same as last time, with just any clue. Suddenly something cold surrounds me and I look up. 2 marshmallow spirits dance around me and whisper my name. I let out a scream before I see him. Sorry for startling you, Master. Oh my, how am I able to see you? You always could, but lately you've been more sensitive to us. The former temple guardian is in trouble. Could you help him? We have no power to intervene with villagers. I thought you guys forgot about him after you stopped him from entering the palace. We only acted as we were expected to. Forgive us. Even so, we are deeply attached to our previous master. And tell me, what can I do? There's an angel keeping our masters in the park. They've not been visible at first glance. That's because they set up a barrier. We believe you can save him. Thank you, little spirits. I'm going right now. Hold on. It's better to go at night because the angels are weaker in the darkness. Alright then. I wait to them and head home. I should have enough time to prepare for a plan. Rizumi did not look dangerous. Rizumi did not look dangerous at all. Looking back at Sachiro's memory, she was a sweet and cheerful girl. Appearance could be deceiving. After searching through my place, I only find a protective cross necklace. I do not know if it could be any help, but it's better than nothing. I decided to check up on Train, as I had not spoken with them since this morning. I asked for his help, but I have hidden a lot from him. I press on the doorbell multiple times, no answers. I try to look through the windows and knock on it. What is it again? Impatient one. His expression started as annoyed, judging from his messy hair. It looks like he just got up from bed. As always, he wears that creepy gas mask. I wonder if I catch him without it. Oh, I thought you were home. Come in if you want to talk to me. Just like last time, we talked in his living room. Train rubs his eyes quickly, loudly. He seems more tired than he did this morning. He proceeds to lie down. Did you continue with the investigation? I thought you were fired up since you came to my house so early. I know enough. The room looks quite dark, and it seems, since it is still bright outside, I reach out for the curtain. Leave it be. Okay, Mr. Vampire. Being an investigator must be tiring. I can hardly imagine he's a student like me. I sit on the other couch and I stare at him. You know there's something I haven't told you? It might help with the search. Don't be telling his secrets or anyone's secrets. It might be seeming unbelievable, but Sachiro is actually the temple guardian. Somehow he managed to take you in for him. He indeed attacked a few villagers, but they were all possessed by evil spirits. He only wanted to protect people. You ass. I found out that he might be kidnapped by an angel. I tried to explain it briefly. Once I finished, he remained silent. I can never tell what's going on with his mind. Asada leaves his gas mask before he speaks. You caught up earlier than I expected. I know I'm hunting down zombies, yet you're surprised about I know about this. I'm not oblivious. But you know that Kaiji is don't fucking do that. What about him? I thought right before finding out Kaji's true identity, judging by the strange expression on his face, he seems to still not know. And Kaiji knows it too. I see. Kane takes out the feather from his pocket and hands it to me, looking closely. I notice it is not an ordinary feather. The edges of the colored gold in the material is tough yet very soft. A small glow appears around the shaft as if it possessed energies. Do you know about this angel? Yes, it is Rizumi. She was the one who turned Sachiro into a human. Do you know where we can find her? She took him to the park, but I heard there might be an invisible barrier. That is going to be fun. Shane gets up and moves to the drawer. He pulls the bottom panel open and takes out a silver gun. He taps on the wood before hidden ports open. I get the impression that he has secret hidden weapons everywhere in this house. Takes the cartridge out from the gun and replaces it with dark bullets. Don't tell me you're going to kill angels. Then you'll be defenseless when she does attack. I can't say for sure anyway. Here, carry this gun just in case. You're telling me someone who doesn't know anything about firearms to shoot? Then don't hurt people, just certain creatures. He takes a few bullets from the table and shows them to me. The color is pure black, as if I'm looking at a black pit. Wow, you sure got unusual stuff. It is basic equipment for who fight with supernatural beings. This won't kill her right away, but it should slow her down a bit. He puts the gun down for a moment and starts to take off his shirt. What are you doing? I'm changing. Hey, don't just strip it in front of me. Despite my flusteredness, he keeps going. I turn away to be polite. Suddenly I feel his finger brushing against my neck. Chills runs down my spine and I ask what he's doing. This necklace, where'd you get it? I found it in my parents' room. It is probably from my grandparents. You know, angels and crosses. A bit of divinity might protect me. I see. Maybe you need it more than I do. Take it. I take off my necklace and hand it to him. He keeps it in his pocket. He starts equipping his weapon. We have to wait until night. Some of the spells embodied onto the weapons will be stronger than. This is the first time I'm facing an angel, so I can't guarantee your safety. I can take care of myself. No, you can't. Now that we have a plan, I take the time to look around the room. I notice there's barely any personal belongings. I do not ask him about it in case it's a sensitive topic. My thoughts turn to Sachiro. I cannot stop the scenarios flashing through my mind. Jane notices my restlessness and gets me something to drink. Actually, he could be a considerate guy behind that mask. He seems like a different person from the first time I met him. I take a sip of the water and I look at him as he lays down on the couch. He seems tired and thank you for helping me out. It's kind of you. I am not a kind person just because I helped you out. In the end, it's for the greater good. Sachiro would be thankful too. Shane closes his eyes and turns his back towards me. I hear a sigh before it goes quiet. Once the sky turns dark, we head out. Before we reach the park, Shane hands me a small knife to protect myself. I'm surprised at the weapon he entrusts me with. Even though I'm armed, it does give me peace of mind. As expected, the park is empty and Shane takes out a small paper filled with strange symbols. After throwing it into an empty place, he mumbles a few chants. Suddenly, the paper floats in midair as though stuck on an invisible wall. The next moment, cracks of the light appears. The invisible barrier breaks into pieces. Behind it, I see Sachiro unconscious next to Izumi. Oh, we got unexpected visitors. She smiles kindly at us and tilts her head. Thought it was really you. I thought it was time to take him back. You have to let him go. His time is not up. How about no? I walk in her direction, but a sudden great force blows me back. I stumble over my feet, but quickly I find my balance. Why Izumi? She giggles, amused by my effort, and strokes Sachiro's cheek. She talks to Sachiro. You didn't follow the contract entirely. Who said you can regain your memory? When time is up, you're mine. Don't tell me you actually lied to him. I think he forgot the small print of our contract. After the trial, he has two choices. Go back to the spirit world with no powers and memories, or let me consume his remaining life force as a human slowly. Have you gone mad? He is the first one that came up to me with such a crazy wish, so I gave him crazy conditions. I thought it was really cute of him, and I grew to like him more and more. Her expression turns gloomy as she glares at me. Now I'm simply taking him back. Her sharp words give me chill. At the same time, she gets up and heads towards us. Shane pushes me back while holding his gun ready. Who might you be? You are really far from an angel. You should know. Izumi chuckles at Shane's words and shakes her head, and then she speaks to me again. Buffo took a slave with you because you were too rude to face me alone. Now I have to deal with two annoying flies. White wings spread out from her back and she flies up into the dark sky. A black and pink striped cane appears in her right hand and she flies right towards us. Shane pushes me away and runs aside to dodge her attack. Whoa! Your leg is way too slow. While Izumi is distracted, I run towards Sachiro. Take care of him while I'm dealing with this madness. No, Jane is gonna die, and I feel like they'll be like, oh, poor Jane, and then just forget about him. I crouched down to Sachiro's body and called his name. Even after all this noise, he's still unconscious. Is he under a spell of hers? Since calling him does not work, I gently shake him around. Take his scarf out and wrap it around him. I thought it could work somehow, but he still does not open his eyes. How am I supposed to wake you? A loud gunshot echoes through the space, and I turn around to see what's happening. I notice blood dripping from Zumi's wing. Chain managed to shoot her. Crimson stain feather fluttered around the air. Chain is hit as well. His left sleeve ripped. I remember he told me he would only pull the trigger if the opponent attacks first. Damn, she's going all over the place. She's like, look at her go! Countless curses escape Ruby's lips as she flies down and pulls her wings back. Your powers won't do much on me. Let's see how strong you are without dirty tricks. Rizumi looks amused. She stretches her arms out and shifts her cane into a sabre. What is a sabre? What is a sabre? Oh, that's a large knife. Sword. Chain's expression does not change, but he stands quiet. She bends her knees slightly and readies to thrust her weapon. Chain dodges the first attack and tries to keep distance while shooting. Not only does Rizumi use her sword, but launches occasional power kicks, a fighting style I've never seen. Chain managed to deflect the blows by using his gun as a shield. I'm surprised that his weapon did not take damage. The two continue to fight while I try to wake Sachiro up. Maybe it's better to take him elsewhere from this battlefield. I grab the Sachiro's arm and try to pull him onto my back, but his body slips away and falls to the ground. I do not dare to do another attempt. Ow, that must have hurt. The second time I dropped too. In fairy tales, people wake up from a kiss. Maybe I should try that. Really? I hover him and looked at his face. I can feel myself get flustered. I know this is really silly, but I do not have any other choice. My heart is beating rapidly and my limbs trembling nervously. Upon closer observation, his body does not move, perhaps not even breathe. His expression looks like he's trapped in a nightmare. Just now I realize how desperate I am about saving him. Never have I cared this much about someone. These thoughts only cross my mind for a fraction of a second before I lower my head and press my lips gently on his. Oh, does it work? There's no response for a bit, but then I feel his warm breath. It's working! What the fuck? This touch that connects us had an odd, pleasant sensation. Touch my finger, finds their way to mine, and wraps around my hand. You can his consciousness. I feel him Kissing back, knowing this, I start to get hot on the inside. Waking him took only a few seconds, but at the moment it felt like eternity. And Train's in the background being like, what the fuck? Okay. To my surprise, he slowly opened his eyes. I pull back and cover my mouth in embarrassment. Sachiro stood up slowly and observed his disappointment, but I noticed a bit of confusion while his eye rests on mine. His hand reaches for his lips. My body is so sore, I wonder what happened. You were kidnapped and unconscious for a while. I tried to distract him from the topic, even though I fully know he's aware. I blushed deep red, but I am glad that my last method worked. Oh no, you little. Multiple expressions switched throughout Razumi's face. Oh shit, I want to see this. It's almost like a ticking time bomb. Change, face it! She spreads her wounded wings, flies towards me like an arrow. Chain reacts in an instant and shoots a few bullets. Even though they hit her, Razumi does not change her objective. Her saber transforms into a sharp, long spear, which she aims for me. Everything goes so fast I do not have time to dodge. Oh no, and Sachiro goes in front and be like, oh no, this is going to be my death. I squeeze my eyes shut and anticipate the impact. However, my heart is still beating rapidly. In the next moment, I slowly opens my eyes to see what happens. Oh shit! Cache! Razumi is frozen in place, her blade inches away from me. Another person stands behind her. A big scythe is pierced through her stomach, and the tree branches wrapped around her limbs. I'm sorry, Razumi. Blood gushes out of her wound while her limbs grow weak. She closed a glare at Kachi before collapsing on the floor. I stare in shock and crawl away from her. Kachi pulls back his weapon from the lifeless body. He goes to me and stretches out a hand. I accepted his help to get up. Thank you. Even though she wanted to kill you yourself, they said it takes more just to kill an angel, so don't give me that weird look. I will take care of her. Kachi pats my head and shows me a soft smile. You changed from the death. You changed your mind after all. Thanks to you, I look after my friend. Look after my friend for me. Kachi picks up Razumi's body and throws it over his shoulder. He spreads his massive wings and flies out. With Razumi on his back, he disappears. You should carry her like this so she doesn't try to strangle you. Like bridal style. Or some, tie her arms up or some. Razumi on his back, he disappears into the night. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to involve you with this. Thank you for helping me though. I should be worried about you. The next moment, Sachiro wraps his arms around me. His warmth slowly puts my heart at ease. I forgot what else I wanted to say. Train comes. What was that? We both turn around to see Train. I totally forgot about him. That was a kind Shinigami. What? Don't joke with me. No, please. He's an ally. Train looks at me in disbelief but finally let his side. Whatever. Are you okay? Just several cuts, but nothing serious. It seems like the necklace protected me from a few of her spells. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known how to deal with them. Thanks a lot. You're a big help. No thanks needed. Before you leave, you return the necklace and I head home with Sachiro. A few days pass peacefully. Sachiro spends his time at home to replenish his energy. I watched him closely and noticed his restlessness. The incident with Suzumi has not left his mind. When I stay at his side, he seems more at ease. I let my guard down around her. Honestly, I can barely recall our interaction. You couldn't have helped it. In the end, she dug her own grave. I'm mostly sad about the fact that she wanted to hurt you. You have nothing to do with her. I got in the way, so it's natural for her to get upset. I can't be on good terms with everyone, especially when I have my own goals. Now that I trust Kachi, we'll keep her in check. By the way, since she isn't here anymore, does that mean the contract is broken? Can you remain human and stay in this world? I'm sure my trial period ended, but nothing has happened these past few days. I can't recall what was written in our contract, so I guess the memory that was taken won't be regained. Maybe I can ask Rizumi about it again. Don't go to her. Kachi just hauled her off somewhere. Is it really that easy to see her again? I know where he lives, so I have to ask him. Suddenly the doorbell rings. I go to the front door and open it. Thinking of the devil. Oh, you came at the right moment. I wanted to ask you about Rizumi. I didn't kill her, if that's what you thought. She's locked away for a while. There are some things I have to clear up. Guy, you were right about Rizumi being involved with the zombies. She controlled some, if not at all. What's going to happen now? That's what I came here for. Anyway, I wanted to give you this. He hands me 2 roses, one white and one black. What is this? These are the rest of the Sachiro's memories, and a spell that prevents his body for further degrading. Give him the white one if you want him to. Oh shit, we get to decide. If you want him to stay, give him black one and to return to spirit world. Well, thank you. Bye. It's up to you. I got business to take care of. Talk to you later. With the rose in each hand, I looked at Sachiro. What do you want to pick? Maybe you can decide later. It's not something to decide your own fate like this. He chuckles at my words and shakes his head. Didn't I promise to stay by your side? My answer should be obvious. He takes the white rose from me. The flower scatters in pieces and absorbs into Sachiro's body. A few months later, the reports of murders and missing people have stopped. Both Kaiji and Shane worked hard to clean the village. It happened slowly because there's still no guardian to do the job. I thought everyone would revert how the village was before, but not quite. Did you know that we had a transfer student this semester? Oh really? We haven't had them in ages. I heard he's a cute foreigner. There's a rumor he practiced swordsmanship. What? Can't be real. Everyone's excited about a new transfer. The teacher tries to calm everyone down while the new student waits outside. When the door slides open, everyone looks in the direction while holding their breath. The silver-haired boy enters the classroom with a confident smile. He stands at the front desk and introduces himself. Hello, my name's Sachiro Sachiro Sachiro. From now on, I'll be part of your class. Please take care of me. Everyone is excited as he speaks. Immediately, you start bombarding him with questions. Wow, you're so cute! How old are you? Do you have a girlfriend? So you practice choice, but please show some time. Sachiro answered some calmly, occasionally glances over at me. There's one person really important to me. Please take care of her as well. Meet my beloved one, Sky. He beams as he points the attention to me. My cheeks burn up as I smile back. On my Sachiro. Romantic entry. I don't know how we change the thing. If different options or something. Romantic end. Well, I think that's the final. We'll have to figure out what else to do. But right now, it's over. Will you take the white or black rose? Yes. So, that was the end of the full game. Which one did we like even more? I mean, I guess I like Sachiro's because we were sent back kind of in the past, like, as ourselves. The other ones are like, we're just looking into the past while someone tells us about it. But, which one do I like? I think like Coretta was the first one, and then I like Junero, then Lincoln. No, Coretta, Junero, and no. Sachiro, Coretta, I guess Sachiro, and then Deacon. It was cool, but thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go. Bye guys. Join my Discord in the description. And Discord. And hold on for the other people. Join the Discord. We are going to go. Bye bye.